Hello and welcome to the Wiretap Whisper Podcast, episode 14, presented by me, Sammy ASMR. If this is the first time you're watching a podcast episode, this is a series of podcasts with fellow ASMR creators, either in soft spoken, like we are today, or whispered dialogue. Yeah, so basically we sit down and we talk about all about their personal life, their channel, hobbies and interests, and just everything in between, basically. And today we are joined by the lovely Edafoxx.
Hi.
I have a quick summary for those of you guys who are watching who maybe aren't familiar with Eda and her channel. So yeah, she is a Turkish slash German creator. She has over 150,000 subscribers on her channel. And on top of that, she has over 400 live ASMR videos on her YouTube as well. 445 to be precise, I think. She's been uploading now for a little over 2.5 years. And if I was to kind of summarize her style of ASMR, like a genre, which is sometimes hard to do, it's more of a gentle tapping hand movements, that kind of vibe, basically. Just really relaxing videos. But in terms of the diversity of it, you can find her tapping on anything from cars to phones to mannequin heads, you name it. Eda will tap on it. Basically. And on top of all them great YouTube achievements, she is also huge on Twitch as well. And she currently has 16,500 followers on there. That's a boring summary from me, and Eda's going to do a little bit better now. So, Eda, for the people watching, who are you today?
Thanks for inviting me, first of all. I'm a 24-year-old creator based in Germany, basically. I have Turkish roots, so my ethnicity is Turkish. And yeah, I love to create videos. I love to entertain people, make them sleep, just connect with everyone. Um, yeah, that's basically it. I love to play video games in my free time. I like to be outdoors.
Yeah,
That's basically the quick summary of
nice.
who I am.
Yeah, no, it's always a fun question to ask, and obviously the things that you touched on are things that we're definitely going to dive into today and explore a little bit more. So, yeah, this podcast is also available in audio only form. And the audio only version of this episode will come out the following Tuesday. So you can catch that on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and lots of other amazing podcast platforms. So you can choose your favorite. The links to those will be in the video description and the pinned comment. But yeah, how this is going to work is we have a past section, a present section, and a future section. And obviously, we'll make our way from the past to the future as we dive into the wonderful life of Eda, basically. And yeah, so the first thing I want to ask, which you kind of touched on, is you were born in Turkey, right? And you moved to Germany. Could you tell me? I think that's right. Could you tell me a little bit more about that?
I was actually born in
You're
Germany.
born
I
in
was
Germany.
born and raised, yeah, in
Mm.
Germany. My parents came here a few years ago, like 30, 40 years ago, to work. So they were the first ones to be here, and then I was born here. And yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, see, I thought because my next question was like, what are the differences between like Turkish culture and like German culture? And you might still know the answer to that, but obviously you've been born and brought up in Germany, so it's maybe not too apparent.
I would say I'm more familiar with the German culture, actually. A
Hmm.
lot of people think that because like I look Turkish or my ethnicity is Turkish, that I'm like an expert. But
Yeah,
yeah, the difference is I feel like the weather is the biggest difference. Turkey is much warmer, like
yeah,
climate wise. People are a little different. More, I feel like in Turkey they're more like open to talk to strangers, stuff like that. And German is more, the people are more like rule based.
I know what
I
you
don't know
mean.
how to describe it. My first language is not English, so I'm sorry if I
No, you're
get
good.
like the grammatics wrong. But yeah,
Yeah. It sounds, this sounds like Germany sounds a bit similar to the UK in what you're saying there. It's
yeah,
not like, I think, uh, countries like Turkey, like you touched on, and Spain and stuff like that, they're more close knit communities, more open, like you said. Whereas I think Germany, the UK are kind of a bit more, yeah, a bit more reserved, and it takes a little bit more to get people out of their shell for
yeah.
sure. Um, what was it like growing up learning like different, like obviously you speak three languages, right? Was that was that kind of something that your parents just like instilled within you since you were born? So you kind of just you've always been able to speak three languages, or
I the first language I learned was Turkish, so that's my mother language.
hmm
Till I was 3 years old, and when I went to kindergarten, I started to learn German.
right?
As of now, I would say that German is my best language, though, because I don't live with my parents anymore. I don't really speak Turkish on a daily basis.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it's just the language that you're using the most, so it's kind of
yeah.
you get more reps with it. So was the German something that you just picked up as a kid? Like you didn't go to lessons or anything like that, just because you were so young?
No, it was just learning it with like being around other people.
Uh
I think there were two Turkish, like me and another girl were Turkish, and everyone else was German in the whole town or in the whole village. So
okay.
I didn't have any other option, just other than learning German perfectly, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's fair. So yeah, so you've grown up in Germany. Did you know, like as a kid growing up and being to like teenagers as well? Did you know what you wanted to be when you grew up?
I think I wanted to be a vet when I grew up. I
hmm
grew up in a really like small village, like countryside village. So I loved like all the farm animals and stuff like that. I wanted to be a vet, but that changed so much. Like all my plans have changed. So yeah.
Yeah. Did yeah, have you studied like a degree or anything like that? Did you go to college or university?
I changed my path quite a few times. I wanted to work at court. I don't know the right English definition for it, but it's basically when you like sit next to the judge and type everything they say
Oh, okay.
during the not investigation, but during the trials and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, no, I
They
know.
just write everything down what people say, and that was like my first not job, but the first thing I wanted to get a degree in.
Yeah.
And then I decided that it's not for me anymore.
No.
Then I wanted to be a teacher, and so I went to university here, and I didn't like that either. So I switched again, and currently I'm in university for the science of languages. So the
Wow.
proper the proper term is linguistics and phonetics,
Uh-huh.
and German history and languages, something like that.
Wow.
So yeah.
So is that like does that touch on lots of different languages and how the like the foundations of those languages, or is it mainly like English and exploring that?
It's pretty much about all languages,
hmm
all the similarities between them. What I find really interesting is that our like teachers or professors, they some of them go to places where the languages never have been explored before, like languages we don't know even of,
Okay.
and they go
Wow.
there with recorders and record and try to figure out what they mean, basically the words and everything. I find
Yeah.
quite interesting.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's amazing that you speak three languages. I think a lot of people would be like envious of that. I think you kind of say to people, what's a skill that you'd like, and a lot of people do say, "Oh, I'd like to speak a different language." And I think technology is improving, right? So there's more and more like translation things, but I think the ability to just speak another language fluently is amazing, let alone three of them. So
That's cool.
so
Thank
that's
you.
nice. And obviously, it sounds like you're really passionate about it. So that's the main thing. I know how hard studies can get on top of everything else. So for you to be doing that and killing it on YouTube and Twitch is amazing. So I guess that kind of leads on to, you know, how did you come across ASMR? You've probably had this question quite a lot, but yeah. And normally I ask people, is there like a first video that stands out for you? That's like, oh, this was the first video that I came across when I started to watch ASMR.
The first video I remember, the proper like tagged ASMR video that got recommended to me was a makeup role play, and I remember me being so weirded out by it that I showed to my friends and was like laughing at it, which is super weird to think about now,
Yeah. Hmm.
being in my position now. But yeah, that was the first video. I don't know the creator's name anymore, but it was
Oh.
like a beauty influencer. It was not an like ASMR artist. Um,
Oh, that's interesting because I'm pretty sure I've got a decent memory, and I'm thinking back to previous episodes now, and I'm pretty sure someone said exactly the same thing, and I can't remember who
really?
it was. So it was maybe this a similar video because I'm pretty sure they said they used to watch beauty videos on YouTube, and then whoever this person was, this creator, decided to do like an ASMR based video. So it maybe was the same thing.
Yeah, I think there was a time where like a lot of like beauty influencers or like normal influencers would make like a challenge like I'm gonna try ASMR
Uh
and try
huh.
to make their main audience like laugh or something. I'm not sure. So maybe that's why, yeah, that could be true.
Yeah. No, it's a shame that you don't remember the creator, but it's weird how you said you were laughing to your friends about it and then like everything just came full circle. Um so you watched that video, like what kind of made you want to stay and like and watch more? How did that unravel?
Um, I feel like I always had like sleeping issues, and I was watching these. I think it was Maddie ASMR. There's an ASMR creator. She does like only makeup, like what she gets, what kind of palettes she gets, and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And I just watched them when I was bored or couldn't sleep. Not even to fall asleep, but just to because the videos were so long that I could just put them on and like not be bored anymore.
Yeah,
If that makes sense.
I got you.
So yeah, it was quite kind of interesting.
Yeah, because my next question is like, was it a mental outlet for you? And I think you said that you struggled to sleep and stuff like that. Um, was that because you were maybe like stressed in real life with maybe your degree and stuff like that? Was that one of the reasons? Do you think?
Um, Honestly, at the time, I wasn't really stressed about like school or a degree. I feel like that was a time where I moved to another city. Like I
Hmm.
moved far away from my hometown.
Okay.
I didn't have like barely had friends. I was not in touch with my family because of like really personal reasons. But I was like super lonely, and I felt like these videos kept me company in a way.
I
So
feel that.
that was such a cool way to deal with it.
Yeah. And then the next question is like, do you still rely on ASMR for that type of thing now, or is it kind of more just um, it's like integrated itself into your life basically? Because I think it does that with people. Because I could definitely fall asleep without putting an ASMR video on, but it's like a routine now that I watch a couple of ASMR videos and then I'll leave one on in the background and fall asleep to it. Is that the same for you, or do you still rely on it for insomnia and stuff like that?
Yeah, as you said, I just put it on by routine now whenever I'm like doing something. It's just a
Hmm.
habit now.
Yeah.
Um, I I feel like it definitely has changed. I don't have a lot of issues anymore that I used to have back then. So it's like way more like I'm not really too dependent on it anymore to watch it, but I do it because I like it still, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I 100% relate to that. So yeah, so you ironically came across it. You were a bit weird out at first, and then you kind of fell in love with it. What made you then think, okay, I can do this myself. I can be an ASMR creator. What was that spark for you? What was the motivation?
I honestly it's such a funny feeling because I always said I wanted to do ASMR after I started watching the videos. I'm like a person whenever I like to watch something, I really want to try it out myself. I
Hmm.
was taking like lots of pictures of like my makeup palettes back then, or I was just doing a lot of things that ASMR artists really do, and I just didn't have the courage to make a channel yet. So
Yeah.
was really happy to do that.
Nice. So did you have like any early expectations going into it, or was it kind of just like, I like watching this, I think I'd really enjoy doing it, so I'm just going to do it and do it for fun? Or did you kind of set any expectations on yourself?
I kind of didn't set expectations on myself. My only problem back then was that I was too shy to speak English. Like my English, when I
Hmm.
was in Discord with friends, I didn't speak when there was an English like speaking person in there because I was too shy to like actually speak it. So that was my only problem. So when I my first video, I was so shy about like talking English, and I was always sure that I didn't want to make a pure German channel or pure Turkish channel.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why I was so drawn to the English speaking community. I think because I watched it only. I don't know.
See, it's really ironic that you started talking about that, because my next question was, um, did you have like a difficult decision to choose German, English, or Turkish? Which is really funny. So maybe I give myself credit for that one for being a good preparer, because you kind of
You
answered it,
are.
or maybe you're just amazing and you just kind of like predicted it.
I appreciate. No, you are. You did your research. I didn't see like it. I was only watching English ASMR videos, so it didn't make sense to me to make it make a video for a community that I don't
Yeah,
watch, if that makes
I've had
sense.
that before.
So
I've had that answer before. Yeah, but I think it's weird because I think like multilingual creators that I've had on before, some of them have felt more connected to, you know, the non English language, whether it's like Spanish or Portuguese, and they've kind of steered their channel towards that direction, and they have
yeah,
second channels that are um, dedicated to English speaking ASMR videos, but the main ones are you know, the like the Spanish or the Portuguese, like I said. So it's interesting to get that different take. You still you've still done some videos, right, that have been in German and Turkish.
I actually have a Turkish channel. I don't know if you knew that. It kind of
Yeah, no, I
it's
didn't.
very mixed. I opened my Turkish channel a few months. No, it's been a year, I think. Not even a few months ago. So yeah, I created another like separate channel for that. Didn't upload for a year.
Uh-huh.
Although the videos over there are way more popular than my like regular videos, but
Really?
I don't know. It's not a lot of people know that, so that's really interesting.
Yeah. Is it on your, because if you click, sometimes if you click people's channel pages, like the channel tab on their YouTube page,
Yeah,
that's where you'll
I think
find
it's
this.
on there.
I think it's on there. Or maybe I just didn't look.
I have to admit though, like my profile pictures, I think it's the same, and like the names are really similar, so you might have like
Oh, okay.
a lot of people don't know that.
And you're saying that the views for the Turkish videos actually do better than the English ones.
Yeah, they are like I have like almost 30,000 subscribers on there, and the average views
Wow.
are like in the couple hundred thousands always. So that's so weird. I don't
Shh.
know, like I don't know what it is about
Uh,
that channel, but
no, I think people just you know, I think ASMR is obviously a worldwide thing, and I think there's obviously so many English speaking creators out there, right? And I think, you know, if you're from a
yeah,
country that isn't natively English speaking, like Turkey, then I think you'll just feel more connected to someone that's doing Turkish ASMR and speaking in Turkish ASMR.
yeah, I get that.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah, because I think that's what Maya found with her audience and the Portuguese audience. And I had Carol on, Carol ASMR before this, and she was the same with like a Spanish Argentinian audience as well.
So s- so they feel more connected to the
They're like their native, yeah,
mm,
audience, yeah.
okay.
And obviously they've steered their channels their way, their main channels. But obviously you've steered your main channel English, but have like a side channel Turkish. But it's weird how you said that it's getting so many views. That's incredible.
Um I feel like for me it's kind of the opposite. I know that a lot of my Turkish viewers watch my videos because I have a like heavy foreign accent within like I have a German accent while I'm speaking Turkish, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah.
So that's what they find interesting, I think. So it's quite the opposite from like me being more connected to the Turkish side. I feel like I'm like a foreigner in within like the Turkish community, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. 'Cause
Super confusing.
I think in general in Germany, right, there is a heavy Turkish like community in Germany. I think that's right.
Yep.
Hmm.
There was a like not movement, but there was a time in Germany where they needed like a lot of workers, and they didn't have like enough people there, so they wanted to bring like people from other countries inside to
Uh-huh.
help them with work. The plan wasn't that they would all like move here,
Yeah.
but like the plan was that just for a few months they would work and they would go back to their countries. But yeah, a lot of people stayed, and that's why I think that's why there's like such a huge community from Turkey and like Italy
Yeah,
here.
it's so interesting, and I only knew that because I've got a decent football knowledge, and I know that some people in the German national team actually are Turkish. So İlkay Gundogan, he's German, but I think he was born in Turkey. And the same with like Mesut Ozil as well.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I knew that, because I'm interested in football quite a lot. But that's amazing. Um, did you have any creators that inspired you to start your channel? And did you have anyone outside the community, maybe family, friends, whatever, that was kind of pushing you to do that as well?
I was watching Tena ASMR a
Oh yeah.
lot.
Hmm.
Um, Matt's ASMR, all the makeup ASMR creators. I was watching them a lot for inspiration. Who else? I didn't really know like the biggest channels. That's why I wonder why they didn't get recommended to me. I only like knew of like a few like Tena who did like hand movements and all that personal attention. So yeah, those were the ones I watched first, and that they still inspire me a lot.
Hmm.
Outside of the community, I remember when I sat at the Christmas dinner with like friends, I asked them if I should like open a channel, and they pushed me to like finally open up the channel. So yeah,
Yeah,
outside of the community, it was my friends
they do. I mean,
definitely.
that's nice. It's nice to have supportive friends, especially with something like this, because I think YouTube in general is still a bit weird, right, for people.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you throw ASMR into the mix, and it's like, oh, okay. But it's a good job they did push you, because obviously you're doing so amazing now. And I think that kind of concludes the past section. We're kind of going to touch a little bit on the past in this present section. But yeah, for the most part, we're kind of done with that section, and we're going to move
Yeah.
to the present. So for this portion of the podcast, what I normally do is I go onto your channel page, I look at your videos, I go all the way back to the start, and I kind of look a little bit at numbers, kind of analyze like where things started to blow up and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, like I mentioned in the summary right at the start, you started over 2.5 years ago now, and I love that you kept your first video up, because I think a lot of people just delete it out of cringe, right? So
It's difficult.
round of applause for that. Well,
Thank you. It's so difficult to not delete it.
uh-huh. So it's titled, which I'm kind of like kicking myself that I didn't title my first one this, but it's titled "My First ASMR Video," which makes so much sense. Why I didn't put that in my title, I don't know. Because a lot of people like that. Tapping and whispering blue Yeti. So to start off, like you had the Blue Yeti to start, which I
Yeah.
think says a lot. I think the camera quality was like yeah, maybe not professional, but like it was, it was
Yeah.
good. I think it was good. And obviously the audio quality was good because you were using a Blue Yeti. Yeah, is that what you wanted when you first started? You wanted to make sure it looked and it sounded good, like going into it. Was that like a thing that you kind of prioritized?
Yeah, definitely. It was maybe too much of like a setup. I wish it would have been more natural, like a more natural style. You can see my cat, I
Yeah,
think.
we love it.
Um,
What's his name? Sorry,
his name is Zeus.
Zeus.
He's
What a
just chilling in the
name!
back.
I love it.
Yeah.
Shout out Zeus.
Um, what was I saying?
You're talking about the
Yeah, I
quality
wanted
and
to
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, I wanted to make sure it has a good quality. I now definitely know it's definitely you don't have a need to have a good camera. I have a
Hmm.
lot of videos that I just recorded with my phone that like perform better than
Oh
all
yeah.
the high quality like equipment stuff. So yeah, I wanted to make sure it's like a good first video.
Yeah. No, I think that's natural because I think you want to put out a good impression, right? Um, what was I going to ask next? Yeah, what are your feelings on it now? Obviously, we kind of hinted that it's kind of cringy to look at, but I think it's kind of nice to look at it and think, okay, this is where I came from, this is where I'm at now. What are your thoughts on that video?
I mean, it's as you said, it's nice to look back on it. I wouldn't want to watch it anymore. I cringe, like I get goosebumps when I need to like look at myself back then. But yeah, it's. I think everyone feels that way. I'm pretty sure you do too, as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. I've deleted some early videos, but not the first one. Um,
I think
I
not the
think
first. Yeah, don't delete the first one.
yeah.
It's okay. You can look back in a few years still.
I should change the title. Change it to my first ASMR video.
Really? What was it before?
I think it's just titled ASMR tapping and scratching on 10 random objects. I think
Okay.
that's all it's titled. Yeah. So it doesn't have my first one in it to tell people, but
Okay.
it is what it is. I think in general though, I struggle mm, I struggle like watching myself back when it's like a role play or something like that. Because I don't normally watch role plays myself because I find them quite cringy. So for me to then do one and then I have to edit it back it's really difficult.
I get that.
So I think the ultimate cringe is watching an early role play that will make me. I might actually break a bone cringing at that.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Okay. So like the next thing, this blew my mind. By the way, I actually can't. Now I'm actually reading my notes and thinking about it again. This is mind blowing. So the first video of yours to, we'll quote this, blow up, um, was a fishbowl trigger video, which now has
Oh.
57,000 views. I'm guessing it didn't have that many views when you uploaded it, but from looking at the other videos, it kind of looked obviously like that one had done more, like considerably better than what you'd uploaded previously to that. And it's funny because I scrolled for quite a while, and I was like, because like all the videos early on was like anywhere between like 1,000 and 10,000 views, basically. And then when I got to that video, I looked back, looked at the first video again, checked the date, looked at the date on this fishbowl video, and it turns out that it was only 2 months that you started, and in that time, you had made 54 videos in 2 months. You are crazy. What? I can't even. I honestly, I was like sitting there, like I had to double check, triple check the numbers. I was like, "There's no way she's done
I
54
totally
videos in
forgot
2
about
months."
that. Wow.
You are obviously really determined. And and how did you have so much time? I need to know this magic. Do you have like a time stop watch or something?
I don't know what it was, but I uploaded. Yeah, now that you say it, I remember.
54
Um,
videos.
I for like 4 months straight, I uploaded a video every single day. Because I kind of thought that would make me like better faster because I have more videos in a shorter amount of time that I can edit.
Uh huh.
Um, but yeah, I did upload a lot of videos
It's
in a week, like 7 videos a week. It's kind of weird now to think about it. Couldn't do
how
it
did you?
anymore.
How did you manage with that time though? Like, what else were you doing at the time in your life?
I remember times where I was like getting up earlier before I went to university to like just record before uni in the morning,
So
or just
dedicated.
like at night. I don't know. Just made some time for
You
it, I
just made it
guess.
happen. Yeah. No, I love that because obviously, it shows how determined you were, and how much you love it. Like you can't. I don't think you can churn out that many videos and not love it at the same time. You know what I mean? So, obviously, all that hard work's paid off. Um,
Definitely.
and not only where you're pumping out so many different videos. You were doing all sorts of different styles. It's actually it's still crazy to me now I'm thinking about it. And then a month later, after that fishbowl one, you done a video titled "Fluffy Mic Scratching with Long Nails," and
Mm.
currently that has 476,000 views. So after 3 months, you already had a video with over six-figure views. It's well over six figures because that's only 100,000 views, right? So you have 476,000. Obviously, that's grown since then. What was that? What was that like watching that video like do so well and blow up after only like 3 months?
It was such a weird feeling. It took some time for it to like slowly rise between the other
Uh
videos,
huh.
but it was such a weird feeling because I always like looked at it and I was like, what is different about this video than to all my other videos? Like, what's the difference? Because you want to kind of
Uh
replicate it,
huh.
right? So yeah, that was my thought.
It's just I think you probably realize now that sometimes the algorithm just works in mysterious ways, right?
Definitely.
There's definitely videos that do better than other ones, but I think in terms of actually just blowing up, I think it's just I don't want to put it all down to luck, you know what I mean? Because that just sounds like
I know.
I'm taking the onus away from the video. But you know, a lot of the times that's just kind of what it is. Um, but it's crazy. Like I'm still mind
It's
blown out.
fascinating. Yeah, it's fascinating. Sometimes I wonder like why exactly this like was it the timing?
Hmm.
YouTube can be weird sometimes.
Yeah, I think from that point, it's safe to say that you became and have become unanimous with like long nail videos, right? Because after that video, you had a brain scratching video that has 109,000 views, a lens tapping video that has 550,000 views, a fast nail tapping video that has 132,000 views. Obviously, all with long nails. What is it about the long nails, Edda? What is it?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I wanted to turn it down for today as well. Um I'm a very visual person, so when I would rather have the same video with like made like my nails made than with like just plain normal.
Yeah.
I feel like it adds a little something to it. I definitely want to turn it down though because I don't want to. I feel like now when I have my nails are not done, I don't really want to record, and I don't want that to hold me back. If that makes sense, so I want to turn it
Yeah.
down. Um, but yeah, it takes some time, and I know I have so many videos where it's like the longest nails. Just a
It-
habit, I guess.
yeah, it's kind of like a psychological thing now as well because you thinking. Do you think like do you think if you made a video without long nails, would you go into it with the thought process that it's not going to do well? Has it got
I
to that?
w- yeah, I would assume so. I feel like it looks worse in the thumbnail if there's like no like color on.
Hmm.
It's definitely like a psychological thing. I don't think that it would actually like perform that much worse. Or I
Yeah,
have videos where I have like short nails, like nothing, like no nail polish on, and it's still performing well.
does
But
okay. Yeah,
you want to increase that extra little chance that it might do better. I guess I don't know.
yeah. No, I think you've got to put everything into it. I think we're all perfectionists, right? So we just want to put out the best content that we can, and obviously for you that includes your press on nails. It's funny every time I live stream, every time I watch your live streams, there's always someone saying, "Where do you get your nails from?" And you're always like, "Amazon or AliExpress." I'm like, I'm already saying it in my head before you've answered the question. um, and we're only speaking like of me going through the channel. We're only 6 months into the channel at this point, but you have so many videos with amazing numbers as I've described already. Um, and every video I think from this point I noticed was getting like at least 10,000 views. Like that was like your minimum basically, which I think is really good to just to maintain that after 6 months is amazing. Um, did you already feel like things were just like taking off at this point? Did you kind of like after 6 months was it like okay I'm quite established now things are going well. I'm having videos that are doing really well, and like my average video numbers are like solid as well. Yeah.
I could definitely notice it, especially in the summertime. I don't know what it is about the summer. Again, YouTube is weird, but during the summer, my channel gets like a really nice boost. So I always like took advantage of that.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. After 6 months, I noticed, yeah, that was like exactly summertime. Yep.
Yeah, it's weird. One thing I was actually going to talk about before, back to talking about like your Turkish channel and Turkish audience. I think for people that don't know, there's this thing called CPM. You know what CPM, right? Um, and I think obviously the CPM is lower because the adverts aren't like as prevalent and stuff in Turkey and
Yeah.
stuff like that, right? Is that like a thing that you factor in? Like, do you notice that yourself? Is it like, if you look at like your CPM for your English videos compared to like your Turkish ones, what's that like?
Yeah. The Turkish CPM is horrible.
Hmm.
It's crazy. And I feel like it's like 6 times less than the English
Wow.
channel.
Yeah. I think who was it?
I wonder why.
Who was it that was telling me? Oh, I think Carol was telling me that. Um, so her main channel is Spanish, and her side channel, which has like 5,000 views or something like that, is English. And I'm pretty sure she was saying that she makes the same amount of money because of the difference in CPM between the Spanish videos that are getting like 50, 60,000 views,
Yeah.
and these are the ones that are getting maybe like 10, just like to show you like how much it impacts things. That was just one thing I wanted to ask. I know it was a little bit off topic, but I just find that interesting. And then what did you do, Eda? You went and you sat in a car and you tapped on it. And you know what happened? You got 739,000 views just for sitting in a car and tapping on it. This is incredible. It's incredible. And if you never watched that video or any of those videos, go and watch them, because it's kind of like you see the thumbnail, right, and you're like, it entices you to watch it. You know what I mean? It's weird. Like, you want to see the car, but then you're also intrigued, like, what's happening in the car with ASMR, and it just works really well, obviously. And then I think since that video, you've kind of just become iconic for car videos. I think is it your YouTube bio where it says, "I'm the girl that taps on
It's my
cars."
Instagram bio. Yeah,
Oh, is that what it
I
is?
tap on cars.
Yeah, I tap on cars. Did you expect that video to do so well?
I didn't. I
No.
didn't. I just liked how the car looked a lot. There was, I don't know who was, some of my friends were recommending it to me. It was like a friend's grandfather's car. So it was an old timer, and I find it so beautiful. And they are like really chill. They don't mind like when I touch it with my nails. I know like a lot of car people get
Be
so angry
triggered,
about
yeah.
it. Yeah. They were like really chill about it, and they asked me if I wanted to. So that was cool.
That's fair. Yeah, because you've done two more since then, right? One has 646,000 views, and the other broke 1 million. That has a 1.3 million views.
Crazy.
It's mental. It is mental, but they are really fun to watch. And I think you done a video yesterday, or was it the day before, where you done a similar thing, but it was on a bicycle instead. But it was nice. I think I fell asleep. Was it yesterday? Because I think I fell
Yeah,
asleep to that last night. Yeah. Go on.
someone said she's running out of cars to tap or something.
I love it.
Yeah.
YouTube comment section can be really funny sometimes. Other times, we won't talk about them times, but you must be due another a car video soon, right? Do you have plans to do another car?
I have another car tapping video planned. I already like went to that place to like to borrow it, I guess, but it didn't work out because it was not the car I wanted, and it sounds so weird, but it's a thing already that I like. It's like Mercedes that I tap on, and I sometimes joke about like, oh, I would never touch a BMW, but just as a joke, like
Just a joke,
I
yeah.
don't really mind any
You're just
car.
trolling, yeah.
Um,
Because
so yeah, it didn't work out.
you doing a golf video, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you
It
have
was a.
what? Do you have a car yourself?
I don't have a car. No.
No, so you do not have a license.
I do have a license. I have major driving anxiety, though. I hate
Ah,
driving a car,
okay.
but
Well, I'm
I
sorry
love
about
how
that.
they look. No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
What do you do? Do you just use? I'm guessing you ride your bike a lot to get around.
Yeah, I do. My bike is like, I don't know if you saw it in the video. It's really like, I taped it up. I like the things that
It's an
it's really
antique.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I usually walk or take the tram or like friends' cars. They like to pick me up and we go places.
Nice. No, it's nice. I just have this like cute image of you just cycling through the neighborhood in your little purple bike. It's just like it's adorable. Someone needs to film it. Or you could do like a GoPro shot. I don't know.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna talk about something a little bit controversial now. It's not controversial because it's you. It's just because what the topic is. So after 10 months, you decided to do your first and only, I think, ear eating video, which has 225,000 views. So not your biggest, but still a really great amount of views. And obviously they are notorious, as I've kind of alluded to. What was the motivation behind wanting to do that, and were you worried about it, I guess?
I what was my motivation? I think I just wanted really to try it out. I saw it was doing well. I liked previous ear eating videos.
Oh yeah.
Um, so I just wanted to try it out. I don't really like mind going out of my comfort zone on my YouTube channel at least.
Yeah.
Because it's just like another video. I know that people from the community, if they don't like it, they just click off and watch another video. Like it's not the end of the world. The thing is, I posted a second ear eating video, but I deleted it after like 5 minutes. And
Oh
there's
no.
like, I know that there was someone on Reddit asking for that. Like, someone was asking on Reddit. Edafoxx was did post a second ear eating video. And where did that go? Does someone have a link for that? But I just privated it. I don't know why. It didn't feel right. But the first one was fun. It was really fun.
Yeah. Are you a big fan of? Because I think you said you watch Furbies, or you like Furbies, right? Are you a big fan of ear eating videos in general, or?
I mean, it depends. Like it's always like different phases, right? I don't really find them weird. I like to listen to them sometimes.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a strong opinion on them. I don't know about you. I think you've done an ear eating video too, right? Like a twin?
I've done a lot. Yeah. So I think when I started, or when I was like starting with my videos, it was kind of like, when do I do this? Because um I was a big fan of it myself, right? As a viewer. Um and it would be like my go-to to like find an ear eating video and just put it on while I study or something, because I just find it quite relaxing. So it was kind of like, I know it's kind of like taboo, but I didn't want to be that guy that was like, it's kind of hypocritical to like enjoy ear eating videos but not do them myself. So I was like, okay, I need to do it. And then uh, I must have done over 10 by now, so it's quite a lot.
That's cool.
But they definitely do better than a lot of my other stuff. I think probably a lot of my audience subscribe to me or watch me for ear eating videos or just mouth sound videos and stuff like that. So I enjoy doing them. What I normally do is I just put like, if I do like an hour long one or like even half an hour, and I think I've told you this, I just put like a headphone in on one ear, turn the volume down so you can't hear it through the headphone, and then I just like listen to a podcast myself, or a video, or like I did one time, I had your live stream in my ear while I was doing it.
That's I always think that the mic picks it up when I listen to something during a
Oh,
recording.
really?
So,
Yeah.
but if you do that, I might try that out as well.
Yeah, it was on like, I think it was on like half volume, but it was still good enough so where like the mic didn't pick it up. So yeah, you can do that. It's just because it can just get a bit boring, just like licking
Yeah,
ears.
I get that. But it's such a specific trigger. I get that it gets viewed a lot on your channel.
Yeah, no. And I did do a twin one. and that one's doing really well so far. So it's not my most viewed, but I think it would be like over time it'll be on track
Yeah.
to be my most viewed. So
That's
yeah.
so cool.
But this is a podcast about you and not me. So the last thing I want to talk about in terms of like looking and analyzing specific videos is obviously your most viewed I can't even speak, your most viewed video. So it's titled Pink Makeup on Mannequin Head. Nice simple title. Has 2.5 million views. 2.5 million.
That's crazy. Yeah.
There's probably like 50 countries in the world that doesn't even have 2.5 million people as their population.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Like, and that was only 3 months ago, right? As well. Why that video? What makes it so special to you and the viewers to get them numbers, do you think?
I still don't understand it. I think a lot of viewers put themselves like they relate to the mannequin head and they pretend or like they get the feeling that I'm doing it on them. That's the only reason I could explain it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
That's it.
I wish I would know what it is about it. I think just like the cutesy makeup and stuff, like it's like very like aesthetically pleasing.
I've seen a lot of videos of them type pop up now, and I'm guessing you've started that because, 2.5 mil is a lot, and I know you've done follow ups to that yourself, right?
Like ASMR Planets, she's really good at those videos. Someone mentioned that. There's like I think GB has done a video with them. Like a lot of other creators, like years and years and years ago. So it was quite popular already. I don't know what made it like popular again now, but it's nice. I
Yeah.
like it.
I think you're just really talented and just gentle and relaxing, and I think people enjoy that. And I don't want this to come across weird, but like, you know, it'd been a while since your previous best video, right? Which was the car tapping one with 1.3 mil. Over like a year, I think, between that one and this one. Do you ever doubt yourself during that time that you could ever top that video, or is that not something that you think about? You don't focus on that, and you just keep doing videos and enjoying it.
You know, YouTube likes to rank your videos, you know it yourself, and it sucks, but like how do I say it right? I always think about like it would be nice to have like a video that's like the new first number one video on your channel, but it doesn't work like that. And I'd rather like be consistent with it and have it another time soon than to just get the what do they say analysis paralysis where you stop posting like you don't post videos anymore because you have so much pressure that you want to top all your videos. So and then it makes you like less creative. You post less, and it just a spiral down. So I just try to focus on other things, and when it happens, it happens. I'll have another video idea next week, and then maybe that will do better. I don't know.
No, I love that mindset. I think that's the way to look at it, because you know, in life you can't. There's things that are just out of your control, right? So there's no point in worrying about those things, and it's you should focus on the things that you can control. And I think you are. And I think that's a healthy way of doing it for sure. And I think what you touched on as well, I can't remember the name of the creator actually, but there was a creator that really blew up. I think she uploaded like less than 10 videos, and she like, I don't know.
Softly Sweet ASMR, was it her?
Maybe it was
yeah,
her.
it must be her. There's
And I don't think she uploaded for like a year and a half, and she'd made a video and she was like, I've been making videos the whole time. And she was like, I just couldn't upload them because I wasn't happy with them. It's funny. You must have seen the same video.
Yep. It's the thing. Her videos were like so popular. I've never seen anyone with like a regular trigger video, like inaudible whispering, have like a few million views with like a new channel. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And for her to not upload because she has so much pressure that she's afraid it will not do well. It's sad to see actually.
Yeah, it sucks for her 100%. But it just shows you like all them views aren't everything, right? So yeah, but I think she's been uploading. She, I think she uploaded like 3 or 4 videos since then. I think she's been a bit quiet again, but
Yeah,
hope she's doing okay. Shout out
I
her.
hope to.
Shout out her. Softly Sweet, is that what you said? I couldn't remember the
Yeah,
name.
I think so. Softly Sweet ASMR.
Yeah. Well, we're rooting for you. We're rooting for
Yes,
you.
come back.
Yeah.
We miss you.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh,
Um, yeah, it definitely seems to me that now in the present with your channel and stuff like that, you've found more of a niche. I don't know if you know that word. With your content, is that right? Because I think what I said at the start was you were doing like 54 videos in 2 months, but they were all different styles and stuff like that. It kind of you've definitely got variety still with your videos, but it's like you can watch a video now and be like, okay, that's an Edafoxx video. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm
yeah.
trying? Do you think so yourself or not?
I think I have like my thing now. Although I have to say, I can't decide whether or not I want to be more like of a lo-fi, like natural setup
Okay.
kind of person, or I really like the studio like equipment. I like to upgrade my equipment, so it's really difficult. I know there it's like two different niches, and I like both, so it's kind of difficult. But I
Yeah.
think yeah, I would say I like have like my thing that I like to do, and that people know they can find when they watch me. Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely a fresh Edafoxx viewer, as you know. I literally discovered you probably like less than a month
Last
ago now.
week.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And it's like, where have you been my whole life? No, I'm joking. um, but like, I've watched so many videos of yours now. It's almost like it's almost like you get like a comfort creator, right? It's like, oh, you scroll for ages on YouTube and you're like, I'm not finding anything. I'll just go on Edafoxx's page. Like
That's cool. I appreciate that.
that's what it's like. There's like you and like who do I else do that with? Like ASMR Softy. She's a bit of a smaller channel. I don't know if you've seen her stuff.
Softy.
Hmm.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, I think you would enjoy her stuff. And yeah, she's like the same. What I was gonna say was that video that you uploaded yesterday. It was like obviously super lo-fi, right? But it was still you. It was still all the great things that I love about you. And I think that switch from a more of a produced video to that lo-fi one didn't influence me negatively, basically. And I still really enjoy that video. So I think you can definitely do both. Is what my point of all that is.
I'll try to.
That was a
Yeah.
long convoluted way of saying it, but I think the people that really do watch you and love what you create won't mind. And it's a good way to keep it fresh for you, right? Doing more lo-fi stuff. So
Definitely.
and as you say, lo-fi videos can absolutely just blow up out of nowhere. If you're watching and you're thinking, oh, I can't start ASMR because I don't have the money, you can literally just have your phone in your hand. Don't even need an external mic. Just go and tap and scratch on something random and it'll blow up.
My car videos are all with my phone only, and
Uh-huh.
they are like it's crazy to
And
think
it's
that.
just the internal phone mic as well.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there's no other. It was just my phone. Like I was recording like a story, but just like
Yeah.
horizontal way. It's crazy that it like doesn't really matter in that sense. So if anyone wants to create ASMR, you don't. I know a lot of people say it, but you don't really need like
Yeah,
nice equipment.
yeah, for sure. Honestly, the best thing about all them types of videos is just, you're tapping away, and the next minute, boom, you're tapping like the camera and it's so good. It's so nice. I don't know what it is.
I'm so glad you like it too. Some people don't really get it or like they're not into. I'm so glad that there's a community who like really likes it.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
nice.
yeah. It's because you're focused on what you're tapping and scratching on, and then next minute the nails are just on the camera. It's like so good.
Yeah.
It's so amazing. Anyway, I swore to not fangirl too much during this. I'm trying my best.
It's okay.
Oh, what are your favorite videos to film? I want to know that. What do you love the most?
I love definitely the point of view videos, like the videos where it's like from my angle,
Mm-hmm.
like all the like the lo-fi videos or the ones where I'm projecting the camera on my table.
Yes.
I don't like to have myself in the video. I don't know why. And it's funny to think that there was a time where like 80% of my subscribers or like 70% of my subscribers, they didn't know how I look like because they only saw me, like only saw the videos that I was posting like from
Yeah.
my point of view. So I don't know. I like the idea of it. It's just really fun. It doesn't put too much pressure on me.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And like you say, it's just your phone, isn't it? You've literally just hit record on the phone and it's so easy and simple.
Yeah,
That's nice because it's important. I think, to ask the creator, what do you actually enjoy the most?
definitely. Yes.
Yeah. Um, okay. Let's talk Twitch for a little bit. What made you want to start, I guess, Twitch, or in general, what made you want to start live streaming? Did you live stream on YouTube first, or was it Twitch first? How did that come about?
I celebrated my 10,000 subscribers on Twitch live, and I went live on you. No, wait, I went live on YouTube to celebrate my 10,000 on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And then I really liked it. I was like, I can just talk to them in real time. I was like telling that to a friend, and they said like, that Twitch exists, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't even like know that people like stream ASMR on Twitch or whatever. So
Yeah.
I think that day or like a few days later, I just opened my Twitch channel just to do that more often because it was just so much fun.
It is. It's just nice, like engaging with that community that supports you a bit more, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's yeah. Because the next question was like, why do you love it so much? But I think it's just obvious, right?
yeah.
What do you like about Twitch more than YouTube? Just the more features and stuff.
Like in terms of live streaming,
Yeah.
um, that it's like more customizable. You
Mm-hmm.
can lay out your page, like you can give it like a whole like aesthetic, if that makes sense. You can make it like all dark and purple and have your custom emotes and stuff.
Yeah.
And like the moderation is so much better.
I agree.
YouTube is very much like you go live and it's like a Q&A kind of, so like people who watch your videos, they ask you a bunch of questions because that time they can talk to you, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the Twitch streams are like more chill.
Yeah. No, I agree. And that's probably yeah. I've never done a YouTube live. Um, I just think yeah, I just think Twitch is just better for live streaming. But
Yeah,
you obviously do both still, which is like commendable for sure because you still make sure that the people that don't have Twitch are still getting like live edit content. So that's nice. How how do you how do you balance that though? How do you balance your YouTube videos and all that Twitch stuff as well as everything else that you've got going on in your life? How do you find that balance?
it's really difficult to find a balance. You definitely need to prioritize some things. And I know that when some videos do well, or there's a time where my channel like does really well on YouTube, that I need to take a few days off of like streaming on Twitch because I know that time will not be there forever. So I just need to, it's just a balance, I guess. And lots of time offline. You need to reset your mind, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to get so many, like you stream as well, you get like people talk to you and you kind of need to reset the, like,
Yeah.
having so many interactions. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think I just relate to that in real life in general. Like if you have a social situation, I am I am like desperate for some alone time after that. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like just let me be alone with
exactly.
myself for a little bit because I've just what's it called? I've used up all my extroverted energy, which for me there's not a lot of it. Uh,
Yeah.
um so so yeah, no, I get that. I'm guessing like you would never do just like Twitch streaming full time because I'm guessing you like to just create videos still. It's always going to be both of them coexisting, right?
I would rather have both of them coexisting. I think it's my creative outlet is, or like I can use my creativity more on YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
And yeah, Twitch is like really nice. But how do I say it? You know what I mean, though, right?
I know what you
So
mean.
yeah,
Yeah. It's like I think oh, it's actually one thing I normally talk about on the podcast with the other creator is like how how as ASMR creators we probably all have this creative itch, right? To just like to create something that's our own and it's our unique spin on it. And I think I've always had that, but I've never been artsy, never been good at art. My dad used to do my art homework at school. Drawing, painting, anything like that, creating anything like crafts, never been good for me. So I've never been able to like scratch that itch
Yeah.
to an extent. So to be able to film a video where it's all about audio, for the most part, obviously there's visual triggers, hand movements, and stuff like that. But it's been easier for me to be able to feel comfortable doing that and then scratch that itch in the process. And I'm guessing that's the same for you. But I'm guessing you look like the type of person that's really artsy, so you
Oh,
definitely
really?
can't
That's
relate to
cool.
that part. Yeah.
I'm not really good at drawing. I like to explore things, and people on Twitch know that I'm like not good at any like I'm good. I like playing games, but I'm not like particularly good in any game. I'm not particularly good in any drawing or like in any art, but I just like to do
Uh-huh.
it because it's fun, I guess.
Yeah. No, if I'd done anything like that, it would look like a 5-year-old's drawn it. I promise you. No one wants to see that. It's funny going back
That's
to
so
that.
fun.
Going back to my dad doing my homework. We have like in the UK you do like GCSEs. I don't know if you've heard of them, but it's like a qualification that you do going through school. But you kind of get to pick what subjects you want to do, and
Yeah.
they have this like parents' evening where you sit down with your teachers and they say, "Oh, um, I really think Sam should take this subject for his GCSE." So we sat down with my art teacher. She got the art book out and it was full of my dad's work and not my work. And she was like, "This is amazing. Sam is
Oh my god.
he's so great at art, and I think you should do this as one of his subjects." And my dad's like sitting there just like, "Yeah, that's all my stuff."
Your dad getting inspired to have an art career.
Yeah. He done a lot of
That's so funny.
technical like engineering drawings at school. So he's
Mm.
been really good at art
Oh,
like
nice.
since he was a kid. So that's what that was. But anyway, um, going back to kind of how you said like to take a break and stuff like that, which leads on to my next question is, yeah, talk to me a little bit about Eda outside of ASMR. What is Eda
Mm.
doing? Any hobbies? Obviously, you're at university doing your linguistics degree, but like, yeah, how do you relax? What do you like to do?
I have to admit, my university is like more in the background now that I do most of like my stuff full time.
Hmm.
But so like I don't do much university stuff at the moment. I need to write my exams, which I haven't done yet. But other than that, I like to be outdoors a lot, especially like after everything going on. I like to just yeah, be outdoors. I like to watch movies or just regular stuff, I would say. There's nothing
What?
monumental that I do in my free time. It's
Yeah,
just
just normal stuff. But I think that's important. What are your favorite movies? Now you said movies. I'm a big movie fan, so you can
I
tell
have
me.
to admit I'm not like into the like I haven't watched most of the movies that I should know of, like
Like the
Star
classics.
Wars and
Yeah,
like everything. I need to watch those still.
you do.
Um, I can't think of my favorite movie right now,
Wow.
actually. What's
What?
your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Kill Bill.
Oh, look, I haven't watched that either.
Yeah, you should watch that. It's amazing. I like Tarantino films in general. So like Pulp Fiction and
Yeah,
Django and stuff like that.
sounds good.
Yeah, you don't have a favorite. You must have a favorite. What like genre do you like best? Do you like a rom com? Do you like an action thriller horror?
Uh, I mean, I really like Shutter Island, like more of the
Oh
thriller
yeah. See, that's like
ones.
my type of film as well.
Oh, okay,
Um,
that's nice.
yeah, I like I like Nolan films in general. That's a Christopher Nolan film. I don't know how much you know your directors and
I
stuff,
didn't know that.
but yeah, I think it is anyway. It's a Leo film, right? So he often works with Christopher Nolan, but I have seen that film, and I love films like that. Just get you thinking. You're like always
Yeah.
kind of on edge a little bit, but it's not too like horror-y, but it's like, yeah. No, Shutter Island's a good film. Um, nice. So, that was oh yeah. I think did I watch you done a Q&A like a while ago, right? Or maybe it was on like a live stream. Um, what was it? I think you brought up the fact that you kind of do some like work on the side for a different company. Can you touch on any of that? Or is that like top secret?
No, it's not top secret. It's just I worked for this company before I started like doing ASMR. So they sent me like products, and I set up like a little studio in my room or in the living room,
Uh-huh.
and I take product photos, I edit them, I make them so that they can be like sold on Amazon.
Nice.
Like they put the pictures up for
Yeah. So when you're scrolling
yeah.
through Amazon looking for like an item, some of them pictures of maybe the ones you've actually taken yourself
Yeah, it's
is what you're
like
saying. That's crazy.
how d
So you, are
like
you
I
go on?
create like a setting and it's more for like advertisement, I would say. So
Uh-huh.
it's just, for example, like coffee mugs. I like decorate it. I put like coffee in there, put it behind like in a nice setting, and pretend it's like a kitchen or whatever it is. So yeah,
Yeah. That's amazing. So are you oh, what was I gonna say? This is the hard thing about being a podcast host. You're like you get invested in what they're answering, but then you think, oh, I need to ask that question. I can't think of what I was gonna say. Oh, it's on my. Oh, so does that mean you are like you good at photography and stuff like that? Then do you have? Yeah.
I would love to assume so. I'm definitely not good at it, and the last job I've taken, I uh, noticed my own abilities because there was something that I couldn't do, and I told them that I can't really do it. I need more equipment. I need better skills at it.
Uh huh.
But yeah, I would assume that I'm good at photography, although there's still a lot of improvement
Yeah, but I
to be
guess
done.
that'll some of that'll transition over to when you're creating videos and stuff, right? I guess that's helped you when you have started ASMR. So that's
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. Um. So you've got. It's amazing that you said you took a room in the house. Is it your house?
I live in an apartment.
You live in an
It's like
apartment.
a three-bedroom apartment. I have a roommate, but most of like all the stuff that I do is in my room.
Okay.
Or like I have to like do the streams or like reschedule the stream so I can set up everything and put it all away. So it's
Yeah.
like a lot of moving stuff around because I don't have much space.
No, that's fair. Did like all your YouTube and Twitch success, did that help you get this apartment? Is that how you've been able to like kind of transition into that?
I always lived here, so
Oh.
that I was like, I didn't take the budget or like the income that I had to
Uh-huh.
like move. But I hope I can move like towards the end of the year. That would be amazing. I would have like more space and more quiet time to
Yeah.
record.
I think as well, you can tell I'm a massive fanboy. In your streams, you mentioned a couple of times that you kind of don't see yourself living in Germany for the rest of your life, right? I think you said that you would like to move to somewhere else. Do you have any shortlisted places?
I don't. I'm always open to move. I don't know. I'm not like really um what's the right word? Like nothing is holding me like here to like forcefully. So I would
Hmm.
really like to maybe like be in Portugal maybe for a while. I don't know. Or like I when I was in London, when I was in London, I immediately looked up apartments in London because I wanted to move there. So I don't know.
You probably got scared by the prices though.
Yeah, it's crazy how expensive it is, but
Yeah,
yeah, I'm definitely open to like move
to somewhere.
within Europe, maybe. I'm not sure about like other countries because I'm not familiar with like their system.
Hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, it's nice that you want to, keep your options open and stuff like that. I think Portugal's a really beautiful place. I've been on holiday there quite a lot, um, and just fell in love with the country. And I didn't really explore much of it because it was kind of all in the same area. Why were you? Sorry, were you going to say something about Portugal before I move on?
No, I want to say I heard you went to like Albufeira as well.
Uh
That's
huh.
where I went to and I loved it so much.
Yeah, I have special memories in there, and the more I think about them, the more I might cry. So let's not talk about that. It's a beautiful place. I must have been there 6, 7 times now. And I always used to love
That's
it
a
as a kid.
lot.
I haven't been in so long. But that was one of the places where, because I have two families, because my parents divorced. So a lot of the time I would go there with my mum's side of the family. And then I think once or twice I ended up going there with my dad as well. So yeah, villas,
That's cool.
hotels. Yeah. So it's a lovely part of Portugal. I was going to ask, oh, how did you come to be in London? What happened there?
It was just like a city travel with friends. Basically, I we went there with Ryanair, the most
Oh, that's cheap. You got a nice,
cheap.
nice
Yeah,
cheap
it was
flight.
like 10 euros for a flight.
Oh my
So
gosh.
we were like, okay, it's like 20 bucks to go there and come back. So let's go.
Let's just do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was for a weekend. It was so nice. A lot of, I don't know if you are from London, but a lot of people don't like a lot of people who are not from there don't like it. But I really liked it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I live on the opposite side of England to London, but I've been a lot.
Oh well.
hmm
Okay.
The cost of living it's like where I'm from. It's so cheap. So my house, I actually own my house. It's a 3-bedroom house with a drive, a conservatory, a backyard.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
if you dragged that house and put it into London, it would probably cost you like 4 times as much money. And you probably, for what I paid for this house, you probably couldn't find a 1-bedroom apartment anywhere in London for the same price.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's just you said the airline ticket cost you £10 to get to London. You'd probably pay £10 for a vodka and coke when you were there.
Yeah, it's so expensive there. It's yeah, that's one of the downsides,
Uh-huh.
definitely.
Yeah, I think if it's for you, then I think it's worth it. But I think it's nice just to live somewhere else in the UK, but still be able to visit it, because then you kind of
Oh, true.
get both best of both worlds then. But there's
Yeah.
so much going on in London. It's a nice city. It's funny you say that about like what did you say? Do you say non-Londoners normally don't like London? Is that what you said?
Yeah. I don't know what it is about it, but a lot of people in London, they think they're better, I guess, and the others feel like I I don't know what it
Yeah,
is.
it's weird because it's a very multicultural city
Mm,
for sure. Probably one of the most multicultural cities in the UK. But yeah, interesting. Well, I look forward to wherever you end up. We have to do some like edit travel vlogs. We need that.
definitely.
We need that in our life.
Um, I mean, it wouldn't be like forever maybe, but I feel like I'm always open to move places for like a few years and maybe come back.
Yeah. Do you like traveling in general, just like exploring and stuff?
Yeah, I'm like not of a hiker, I would say, but I like
hmm
city travels
Yeah,
or
you
like
like
just exploring.
city breaks and stuff like that. Do you have a favorite city that you've been to?
I love New York.
hmm
I'm torn between like countryside, like I love the
Well,
nature and stuff,
well,
but
that's
I
me.
also like the
That's
big
where I live
cities.
in the countryside.
Yeah, it's really peaceful. I think for the long term, like countryside is better. Um,
But cities are nice. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm definitely a big travel guy. And I haven't been able to travel with COVID, and then I've been ill for 7 months as well. So it's kind of,
Oh well.
yeah, I'm kind of double shackled. But hopefully I can get away soon. I just really want to just travel and have some holiday time.
Hopefully, I hope you get well soon.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I think things are getting better, but I think it's something that I'm gonna have to deal with maybe my whole life. So it kind of sucks, but yeah. Anyway, last question for this part is, do you have any tips for anyone that's watching who might be starting their own channel or in the process of starting their own channel? What advice would you give them? Could be anything and everything.
I would say just do the videos that you like watching as well, so you'll understand what it's about. So if you like watching like lots of,
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I mean, people who like to watch ear eating videos, they know that, like, for example, like the tongue flutters, they sound super like tingly or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's really difficult for someone to replicate that when they don't even know like what people like about it a lot.
Uh-huh.
You know,
I get what you're saying.
so
That's good advice. Yeah.
I'd like to just explore a lot of things. You never know. Like you never know what will be like the most popular video on your channel, or you'll find something that you're really good at that you wouldn't have known before that. So just be open minded, I guess.
Great advice. There you go. You've heard it from the fox herself. You know. So we're gonna round this out with the future section. It's always an ominous word.
Future.
Okay, so I want to know if you've done a lot. You've been on this platform for a while. You've got 450 odd videos. Like I said at the start, it's a lot of videos. Is there anything that you haven't done yet that you want to do? Or is it for you going forward? Is it just going to be more of the same ASMR?
Mm, I went a little bit in that direction. I definitely want to make like a really ambient cinematic type of ASMR video.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that with with like old papers, but I would like to have like a medieval kind of ambient. I don't know.
Yeah, like a
I
role play as well, because you don't do many role plays, right?
I don't do many role plays. It doesn't have to be a role play. It can be like something that's just, for example, I was writing on this really old paper with a glass dip pen
Oh, that'd be
with
nice.
like really old music and like everything super warm with candles and stuff. I really like to go like see what how much I can improve in that area. Like the
Yeah.
cinematic, I love that so much.
No,
I'll
I
do that.
I think you do a great job of that.
And
And if it's just
public video, yeah,
you,
public ASMR, like I see a lot of people doing tapping in Target or whatever.
oh really, you want to do stuff like that? Yeah, that'd be cool.
I
Yeah.
like publics too.
I could watch you tapping on anything as long as you keep tapping the camera every so often.
I'll do that.
You've got to promise.
Promise.
No, that'd be great. I don't think. No, there's a lot of videos, right? So I definitely could have missed this. I don't think you've done a lot of collabs. Is there any people that are in the community that you would absolutely love to do a collab with?
My two collabs were with Puffin and with um what was it? Quiet Q. I always call it Q. But yeah, I wonder. I would love to make a collab with Ivy ASMR.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know her. She does a lot of
I've never heard that channel.
outdoors. Or like, I need to think about it.
Ivy, how do you spell that? Like IVY?
Like EEVY.
Well, fun fact, she was my second guest on the podcast.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, it's well, I don't think you pronounce it like that because I would have pronounced it
Really?
Evie. I think it's Evie.
I think in one of her live streams, she said that she gets annoyed by people calling her Evie. I'm not sure if it was Ivy or Evie, so I always say
Oh,
both.
well,
I'm not sure.
I definitely announced her as Evie in the podcast, and she
Me
didn't say it.
too. Yeah, I'm not sure. I gotta ask her.
Um, yeah, have you talked to her before? Because I could definitely hook that up.
I feel like we've messaged before. I don't wanna lie. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a few other collabs that I have planned like within like Germany and Europe that I'm not announcing yet because I don't know if it's gonna happen for
Ooh.
sure. But that would be cool.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think if I think of like lo-fi outdoor specifically ASMR, I think of Evie. She's
Definitely.
got some really big videos that have popped off, and she's just really good at what she does as well. So I think that would be great. I think you guys would do a good job. I think her stuff's more fast and aggressive though,
Yeah.
whereas
That's the thing. Yeah,
yours more a
she's
bit
like
gentle. So you could have a mix of both.
I need to see.
Yeah, I'm down for that. And then you have a project coming up because the next question is, do you have any projects in the works? And obviously you just said that you have something coming up, but you kind of can't talk about it yet.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my for my second appointment for the shot, and then I finally can meet some creators, like
Yeah.
travel to other countries. I wanted to make finally like real life ASMR. Love to give like people real like back scratches or like head massages,
Oh my
stuff like
god,
that.
Where do I sign up?
I'd love to do like meet as many people as possible. So I'm definitely down for that.
Yeah,
Um,
I know.
yeah.
Um, I think I know two people in Germany. One is Abby ASMR, who's also been a guest on the podcast. She's American, but she lives in Berlin.
Okay.
And I know the previous episode of this, which hasn't went live yet, was filmed with a really new creator. So I don't know if you came across her, but she's called ASMR Cat. She also lives in Germany, but I don't think I got onto asking her whereabouts in Germany. But they're the only two I think I know.
Oh, I've never heard of them, but I'm definitely gonna check them out. You said they're new creators, right?
No, so Abby's been a while. Abby's been in the space for a year.
Okay.
She's doing really well. She's got like 50, 60,000 subscribers. And Kat has only been in the scene for like 3 months, and she's already got nearly 20,000 subscribers. So she's doing really well.
Ooh,
Um,
nice.
So she's the episode before this. But yeah, both lovely. I'm sure if you were doing a meetup, they would try.
It'd be amazing. That would be cool.
Yeah. I think there's a meetup happening this weekend in the UK. But it's in London, and I'm ill, so I'm definitely gonna get serious FOMO.
Yeah, I see that on Twitter. A lot of people are meeting up in the UK a lot. Everyone's
Yeah.
jealous of them.
I
I
know.
can't wait.
I want an ASMR friend. I don't have many friends. I don't want to get all sad, but I don't have many friends in general. So it would be nice to.
I definitely, yeah, I mean, I relate to that. So it's always nice if you have someone in the community that you can like IRL meet up with, just do stuff. That's nice.
Yeah. It's just where I am. I'm just so out of everything where I live in the UK.
Yeah.
So it's just far from everyone. And obviously with COVID and I've been ill, it's been hard, but hopefully soon.
Hopefully, yeah.
But yeah, so normally I ask about other types of content. But I mean, you've got your YouTube channel, you've got your Twitch, you've got Patreon. You're quite active on Instagram as well. You're literally doing it all. So I can't really ask about that. I think we touched on it before about some vlogs and stuff like that. Would you do it other types of content like vlogs or more like day in the life stuff of Eda? Would you do that in the future?
Yeah, I have my my lifestyle channel. I made the name already, so it's just my name and my last name. I just that didn't make it like public yet because didn't record any
You want to wait
vlogs.
till you've done something,
Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely open for that.
Yeah, I
Just
think
don't know when.
just when, yeah. Because like I say, you're already doing quite a lot, right? So I mean, you've just released your own merch as well, so that's really cool. I should have wore that, shouldn't I? I should have wore that. I've missed a trick. It's because
I should have wore it too. I forgot
looking,
as well.
you're looking so nice. I was like, I'm gonna have to put on a shirt.
Just because of that Instagram story.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, I would have worn something decent. Maybe not a shirt though. Anyway, what am I got?
I'm really.
Go on.
Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
I'm a fan of documenting. So for like documentation purposes, I would love to have, just for that alone, I would love to have a vlog channel to look back onto. I've recorded my breakdowns during the pandemic and stuff. I just didn't
Oh, really?
upload them
Bless ya.
anywhere. I really like to record like stuff when it happens, so I can look back on. So it's nice.
I think that's really respectful, especially because you're recording like negative stuff as well, like you said. And I'm sorry that you went through that. I think it's been hard for everyone, right? It's not been great. So I hope someone IRL is giving you lots of love. I think you said you had some good supportive friends, so I hope they're there for you. But next thing is the ultimate goals of the channel. You're basically full time right now, right? Would you want to do this for the rest of your life? Would you be happy with that?
Definitely. I would I'm sorry, I'm like throwing in German words.
You're fine. I look German, so it's okay. I can't speak a word really, but I know I got the blonde hair, blue eyes, so.
Okay. What do I want to say? I can see myself doing this forever. Like I don't see like a finish. But I think it would change though. Like it would change a lot. I wouldn't be like the same person. My videos wouldn't look nearly the same anymore in like 10 years.
Yeah. I mean, everything evolves, but you would, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a reason why not. Even if it would be something else than ASMR, I think like the YouTube and Twitch side is always gonna be like a nice outlet.
Yeah, I think I always bring this up, but I see in a stat, like, what was it? In 2018 on YouTube, there was something like 3 million ASMR videos on the platform. Which is a lot of videos, right? And obviously, it must be way more than that now. This is 3 years ago. So I think it's only going to get bigger. I think mental health in general is becoming more prominent and people are more accepting of it. And I think as a community, we are a good mental health outlet for people that need it. It's not
Definitely.
it's not what you call it. It's not a solution. I definitely think, if you are struggling, you should try seek out some therapy. ASMR artists are not therapists, but we can be there in the short term if you need us. I think that's a beautiful thing about it. And I've always been big into mental health, and that's the main reason why I started my channel in the first place, because I learnt on ASMR a lot when I was in a bad place. And when I got better, I kind of said, okay, I want to give back. I think a lot of people say that, but I really mean it. So yeah, I think it's only going to get bigger and better. And I think the views people are still going to want to demand ASMR. So I think you'd be fine.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think you're going to be smashing it for years to come. And then you're going to look back on them 54 videos in 2 months and think, how did I do this? That's still crazy.
Maybe it'll be a video a month. I'll see. Like 10 years.
Yeah. And then I kind of asked, what about creating something bigger than yourself? Now, you've started your own merch line. I think that's amazing. Do you kind of want to, keep on top of that, keep evolving that, more merch, more, just more all things Eda that you can kind of, share with your YouTube and Twitch family, basically. Maybe, I wrote this down as well because I thought this was good. Maybe this is a good idea. What about your own nail brand?
That would be so cool. That would be nice idea.
Yeah.
Oh my
You can
god.
send
Yeah.
me a code.
Definitely. It's nice to have something that's like your own, where you don't need to give what do they say, Bezos account, or like just, I don't know, being dependent on like Amazon, like Twitch, or yeah, it would be really nice. But I would, for example, with the merch is from Teespring. I really like how it looks like. It would be so cool to have like, you can't do like embroidered stuff or the high
Right.
quality like knitting and whatever. So that'd be cool for like in a few years. I don't know yet.
Yeah, it's kind of one of them things where you just kind of let it materialize as it happens. You know what I mean? I think you just got to live in the moment, and then the opportunities will come for sure. But but I think the stuff on Teespring is really good. I think it's good quality. It fits, like the hoodie that I got fits really well. So if you're watching and you haven't got your Edafoxx merch yet, you need to check that out. Link will be in the description.
I appreciate it. I should have worn it for today. I don't know why I didn't.
Yeah, I should have showed it off. We could have sponsored it as well. Do a sponsored episode.
60-second ad.
Yeah. That'll be the dream eventually. Hopefully I get a sponsor. But yeah, I mean, obviously, like I said in the middle of the podcast, like I think you are, you're like, the long nails are kind of like notorious, like your thing now, right? So I think to come full circle with that would be to do your own brand.
That'd be amazing. I don't know why I never thought of that.
Yeah, manifest it, girl. You can do it. I've seen.
I'm gonna put it on my mood board.
Yeah, do it. Like, look at what you've achieved so far. I know you can do that. So I'll be rooting for you anyway.
Would you get them though? That's the question.
Would I get them?
Put them?
Maybe for you. No, nothing like that. Yeah, not really my style. But
I know.
If you're a guy and you like doing that, go for it. Go off. I'm not gonna stop you, but I'll stop myself. Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end it. I think we were gonna come to a close, guys, and I would love to talk to Eda for so much longer, but I don't wanna keep her anymore. And Zeus in the background will be wanting some love and scratches soon. So
yeah.
Is he flat out?
He's
oh my god, he's living his best life right now.
Yep.
That's what we look like when we've listened to 10 minutes of Edafoxx.
So many compliments. Oh my god.
Instant snooze. Oh yeah, I should have warned you. I should have give you a compliment warning. I don't hold back. No, but honestly, I definitely want to say thank you so much for coming on and taking the time out of your day. Um, it really means the world to me, and I know how precious time is. So thank you.
Thank you for inviting me and for reaching out. I appreciate it. It's always so nice to have people include you in your work, and I'm really happy you did that. So thank you.
No, it's a pleasure, and like I think I said to you in DMs and stuff, it's just everyone has a story. I think as viewers, we often see just this superficial person in front of the camera, and even though creators do Q&As and stuff like that, it still doesn't really get into the nitty gritty of who they are as a person. And I think everyone has an amazing person that should be shown off, that transcends just the content that they create. So I hope I did that. Eda's work is amazing, and she is amazing within herself. And if you're not familiar with her and you're still watching, make sure you check out the video description and the top comment, because it'll have the links to her channel, her Twitch, and all her social media stuff, basically. So go and check that out. If you did enjoy this and you want to see more of these podcast episodes, these are weekly, and I have a different creator on every single week. I also upload normal ASMR videos on my channel, so make sure you are subscribed for that. Yeah, like the video if you enjoyed this. Comment down below what you thought. If you have any advice for me as a host, shoot that away. If you have any questions for Eda, leave them down below as well. I can't promise that she'll answer them, but I always say that just in case you want to ask something. That would be amazing. Yeah, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and click that bell icon and select all to get a notification when a new podcast episode goes live and when a new ASMR video goes live. And like I said earlier on in the podcast, these episodes are also in audio only form. The audio version of the episode will go live this is live on the Wednesday. It'll go live the following Tuesday, basically, on all the platforms. That includes Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and a lot of others. Links to that are also in the video description and the top comment. So you just can't miss it, basically. All the previous episodes, all the previous 13 episodes, if you're watching this live, will be available on them platforms right now for you to watch if you prefer that. I'm going to stop talking because I've talked a lot, and we're going to close it out. But again, thank you so much, Eda. You are a star, and I wish you all the best for the future.
Thank you so much.
But that's it from us today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the podcast. This has been the Wiretap Whisper Podcast. Eda has been amazing, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.